Are you struggling with compression? Do you feel like too many times you finish on your back foot leaning away from the target? In this video, I'm going to help you with weight transference. A lot of players end up finishing with their body weight on the back foot, and it's actually because you spend too much time on your front foot during the swing, and as you're about to come into the golf ball, your body effectively tries to move out of the way to make room for the golf club, and that's how you end up on the tray or leg. So we've got to try and understand how we can move the body weight during the golf swing to follow the club, or the club follow the body weight, so we can maximize the quality of your ball striking. I prefer a lot of my students just to be a little bit more into that lead side to start with, just to get that feeling of what that pressure should be like down the lead side before as you would come into impact. So I often like my players to kind of start there so they can feel how to come back to that position. However, what's a very common fault is starting on this lead side and staying on this lead side as you rotate. So what you'll notice now is my left knee is kicked out away from my body, and my right knee has locked out dead straight. This is a very common fault that we see. And as you then start to come back down into the golf ball, you'll then start to rotate. And as you do so, you're not transferring weight because your body weight is already there. So you're just spinning and rotating. And as you come back into the golf ball, the weight ends up on this back foot. Now, does that sound like your swing? Because like I mentioned, it's a very common fault. What we're going to do one simple drill that you can take to the driving range that'll help you understand where that body weight needs to be during the swing. Just before I continue with the gold that is about to come out of this video, please do hit that subscribe button because there's so much more content for you to come. If you like the way I coach, then you are more than welcome to add me on the Skillest app, which is a golf coaching app. You get a free online swing analysis, and then we can set up a Zoom call and discuss your lessons and your goals and aspirations for 2025, or whenever you're watching this video, 26, in more detail. But enjoy the rest of this video because there's some really important points within it I think you can learn a lot from. So this is quite a dynamic drill. We're going to be really trying to feel where the pressure in the body weight goes. Now, just a quick one on body weight mass. You may have heard that terminology before, and the mass is basically your overall body weight. So we don't want the mass going this side. I want my pressure moving between left foot and right foot, but you notice I'm staying relatively stacked, upper body on top of lower body, without moving too much from side to side. And again, we see that a lot with a lot of players that will get them maybe into that reverse pivot where you can see my mass would have moved to my left side with the pressure, or players when they start to sway off the golf ball, my mass would have moved to my right side with the pressure as well. So we want to try and stay as stacked as we can, upper body on top of lower body, and we're rotating around the center, but the pressure is still moving. So you can even just do that with your feet there, just to kind of feel the difference, that your body weight feels like it's staying central, but the pressure moves from left to right. Now, one of the drills that I find fantastic is as you take your setup from a neutral position, as you swing up to the top of the backswing, you're going to move your left foot right next to your right foot. And before you start your downswing, you're going to step and then swing. Now, when you step, make sure you don't step onto your toes. You don't want to step onto your heels. So you want to be able to maintain balance. So as you start the backswing, step, step, swing. And this way you can start to build some rhythm in your movement. You can build the rhythm in how you transfer the body weight to the top, how you transfer the body weight on the way down. So otherwise, rather than moving your mass from side to side or reverse pivoting to the top of the backswing, you can gauge a feel for moving this left foot into the right foot, step. So now the pressure moves to the left. Notice how my mass and my body weight stayed in the center. I haven't moved my shoulders over. Step, and then swing through. And you can actually hit some golf balls like this. You will hit a few squiffy ones though. Just do it nice and slow. Also want to introduce you to a fantastic training aid that I've been using with a lot of my students online and also in person, where you can start to really feel where the body weight starts to move. It's a very simple device. It actually looks like a skateboard. Introducing the Downshift. Look at that. It is basically a plank of wood with some wood down the middle, but this thing is actually fantastic. I've got no experience of skating or surfing or anything like that, so I found this quite tricky at the start, but once you start to build a feel for what you're trying to achieve, it actually makes perfect sense. These are one of the most popular training aids on the market at the moment because they really do give you that feel and sense of weight shift during the downswing. And that's why I wanted just to introduce this to you, because if you wanted to go and get one, then it's something that you can practice with at home. It's very simple. As you saw, one planker board down the middle, in the middle of it. And all this is going to do, it's going to help me understand pressure. So as I mentioned before, if I take my setup, my body weight, my mass is there here, right in the center, but I can move my pressure like that, okay? I don't want to move my pressure by moving my mass from side to side. So this gives me that really good sensation, that really good feeling. So what I want you to do is, if you were to use one of these, again, this is the exact same sort of drill as the step drill that I've just shown you. We'd step on, we take our setup, I put my pressure into my left side, and just before I start this swing, I'm going to push the pressure into my right side, there, and then I'm going to swing to the top, and before I start my transition, I'm going to push my pressure to my left side there. So push into that left side and then rotate through. Again, if you're a player that gets too much on the lead side to start with, you'll never get off it, but then as you're about to hit, you'll notice that you're on it at the end. So it's a really good way of just feeling, you feel like you're dancing. You swing up to the top, into the lead side, pressure, and rotate through. And by getting that pressure across into the lead side, it encourages you to start to work the club on a decent plane on the way down as well. Because if I demonstrate maybe more of a slicer's plane, if I get to the top, and the majority of golfers really focus on rotation and forget about this weight shift, you get to the top of the swing, and a lot of players just spin. As you spin, this will spin as well. So see if I can demonstrate that for you. So up to the top, couldn't do it. I'm on a really good grippy floor, but this will spin if I don't transfer weight. Okay, so if I get to the top and spin, it will move as well. Okay, so it's just trying to make sure that you understand that the weight shift into that transition goes first, and then you can work down. Details of the Downshift board are in the description below. If you want to get some more details, go and check out their website as well. If you want to get 5% off one, thanks to Golf Swing Systems, they will give you one. Just use Carter5 and you save 5%. Here's another fantastic tip that's helped golfers out recently. We're looking at Ben Hogan's swing, and I've pinpointed 3 exceptional areas of Ben Hogan's golf swing that can really help you as well, whether it be weight shift, rotation, hinge, lag. Ben Hogan's golf swing has got it all, but there's 3 aspects of it that can help you out massively. Go check it out.